You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
I've been telling you about BetterCreditCards.com for a few years now. I'd love for you to take a few minutes today to check out the website. Who knows? You might find a better credit card, one that offers a better rate, or a credit card that offers cash back, airline miles, or other points and perks that can help you. Check it out now.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to BetterCreditCards.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. It's like a heat wave this week. Yesterday it was like, double digits on the positive side. People outside walking around in shorts and tank tops. Okay, maybe not quite that, but boy, we've got some nice weather in store this week, and we'll be hearing more about that from SiouxFallsWeather.com in just a moment. And coming your way here in a bit, we're going to be hearing from Dr. Dan, Dr. Dan Bureau, and he is with Sioux Falls Hypnosis. And my beautiful bride, Heidi, and I have been working with him for a weight loss program that they do. Something she wanted to do, and I said, yeah, that's fine. If you want to do it, I'll give it a whirl. We'll check it out. We'll see how it goes. And it's gone really well. We've both done very, very, very well on this program. And we're going to chat with Dr. Dan about things that he can help you with as well. So it's not just smoking. He also does things for quitting smoking, losing weight. He does things for stress, does things for people with anxiety, a whole bunch of different programs. So we're going to visit with him a little bit about that. And then if you missed that, we do save them as a podcast as well. And then we're doing a couple that are just a podcast because it's like a 5-minute thing on the radio. But there's some where we're going to record a little more, talk a little more in depth. And you can catch all of that at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com. You'll see a link that goes to that. All right, coming up. Dr. Dan from SiouxFallsHypnosis.com.
Insurance. It's important to have insurance, but it's more important to have the right insurance. After all, if you're not covered, it's like not even having insurance. Make sure you're covered for whatever claim might come your way with InsuranceChicken.com, helping you peck out great insurance deals in your area. You need insurance on your car anyway. Why not get great rates for great insurance from InsuranceChicken.com? That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to have Dr. Dan join us from Sioux Falls Hypnosis. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you. And I used to see you every week. Now I'll see you here every week. But
yes, hopefully.
But our program, it's not something that you have to do forever, which I think is also kind of cool. We should talk about that.
Right. Just so, as far as weight loss programs, they differ a little bit. I know a lot of people might be used to kind of a one and done idea. That's what a lot of people think about with hypnosis.
Yeah.
Is you come in and get worked on one time and somehow that's it.
Yeah.
And what I try to tell people when I see them for the first time is that hypnosis, well, it's not therapy, it's not counseling. Hypnosis is about learning.
Yeah.
And learning is something that takes some repetition and a bit of time. So when you're working with a good hypnotist, in order to change some aspect of your life, say to lose weight or something like that, it is something that you're going to want to put some time into because repetition makes reality.
Yeah.
Repetition is the mother of learning. And so you have to spend a little time focused on certain ideas so that you can then go out and practice them in the world and then find out what works or what doesn't work or what seems to feel good or what doesn't feel good. And then you come in and then the next week you're working on aspects of that. And the whole idea is that it's a series of learning experiences that take you into a change that's then easy and effortly.
Well, and the thing that I like, again, it's not one time. It's not like you just go in once and you go, okay, well, that didn't work.
A lot of times people...
Or that, it worked or it didn't work. You go in multiple times, but it's not forever. It's not like, well,
Right.
I got to commit to this for the rest of my life now.
Right, because again, it's not a therapy or a counseling model, so this isn't something that goes on. So what we do at Sioux Falls Hypnosis is we have kind of a series of a set of programs that we use, that we individualize to the person and their goals. And so we talk about all that. At the time of the initial screening, we discuss all of that, lay those programs out on the table, answer questions, make sure the person understands everything so that they can make the decision that's best for them. So
Nice.
you get to choose what fits you, your life, your situation the best.
And the thing that's cool, even during that time, because is it 6 weeks? Is that how long?
Well, it depends on the program.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, yours, we went for 6 weekly sessions, and then we have 3 follow-ups after that.
Nice. But even during that, we had results. It's not like, well, you don't see anything for the...
Right.
We started noticing stuff right away, but the results got better and better and better. Now to the point where I'll literally have people say to me, are you losing weight? You're looking good. I'm like, well, I'm down about 20 pounds, so thank you very much.
And didn't you notice as the program went on, things just seemed to get easier and easier?
Yeah.
Things that were once stressful or somehow challenging just seemed to get easier over time.
And we had talked about this because part of the program, there's a cheat day every week where you know these things you don't do, you can't have these things, but this one day a week, this magical, amazing day, I can have bread that day or whatever the things.
Right.
And the first week, I was thinking, oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
And then by the second week, it was like,
Right.
oh, that's today? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then
It becomes less and less important as you go on.
Now it's like, I don't, my day on that day doesn't change much.
Right.
Like one time, the entire day, all that was different is I ordered an enchilada somewhere, and I had like the, whatever they wrap that in, tortilla, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I'm like, everything that was inside it, I could have. All of this, like everything else, I could have had any day.
Right.
So,
And
I'm
it
like,
just...
what a big difference on my cheat day. I had
even
a tortilla.
And even that cheat day isn't just so you can have a break. There's
Yeah.
lessons to be learned
over
that cheat day. There's things that you learn. Everything in the programs is put together so that it's part of the learning experience that you have. So when you come out the other end, it is not as if you dieted and lost weight. The whole goal is for you to change how you're living your life and how you think and how you respond to how you feel, which makes living the life of a thin person relatively easy.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not there yet. I'm not a thin person, but I'm working my way towards that, and I can tell that there are differences, there are changes, there are things that I used to crave that I don't crave at all. So, I don't want to say I was skeptical walking into this because I don't think that's the right word.
Right.
But I didn't walk into this going, oh, this is the answer. I walked into this going, okay, Heidi wants to try this, and I'm a good supportive husband, and whatever she wants to try, I'll try it if that's what's going to make a difference. And then I think I'm more of a believer than she is now. So because I'm like, whoa, this is amazing.
And it was easy and relatively effortless, and all of it just seems to. At least that was my experience of hypnosis when I've been on the receiving end of it. Is it's just a gradual, easy process of change.
Yeah, absolutely. If somebody listening would like to get some information, and it's not just weight loss, because there are other things that you cover as well. We'll talk more in depth next week about one that I wasn't even aware of. We talked a little bit about stress, but stress is one. We've got weight loss.
Right,
smoking.
and we should talk more about that. But yeah, so you can find me on the internet. I'm at SiouxFallsHypnosis.com. You can certainly call my office at 605-702-6691. I'm also on Twitter. I post content to Twitter. Not Twitter. I'm sorry.
X.com.
TikTok. I post content to TikTok every week. X.com.
Are you
I know
on-
it changes its name. No, I haven't done that.
You haven't
But you can
done
find me
that,
on TikTok at Sioux Falls Hypnosis. I also have YouTube channel that you can access, and you can actually see videos from past clients who talk about the process and what it was like for them. That's very useful for people. It answers a lot of questions as they go through. So please feel free to reach out. Love to talk to you about this.
And if you miss any of the programs, we're doing this on Tuesdays, but if you miss them, we post this as a podcast as well. So you can find that at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com. And you can find his website, SiouxFallsHypnosis.com.
What could you do with an extra $129 a month? In this economy, every penny counts. So an extra $129 each month would absolutely help. Well, 97% of us have a cell phone, and the average person pays $144 a month. Mint Mobile can help you save a mint. At just $15 a month, that's an average savings of $129 each month. It's time for a Mintervention. Switch and save today. Get this special offer at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, January 23rd, 1899, for the first time Sioux Falls put itself center stage in the national spotlight, as we hosted the National Creamery and Buttermakers Association Convention. Buttermaking was a big business at the turn of the century, and this 7-day convention, 7 days worth of buttermaking, it drew visitors from all over the region and from around the nation. Of course, Sioux Falls Falls was nowhere near ready for such a grand event when a few local businessmen lured the Buttermakers here about 6 months before the event. There wasn't even a meeting hall big enough to accommodate them. But construction crews pretty much worked around the clock for half a year to get the Sioux Falls Auditorium ready. And they got it ready just a few days before the event. The convention went off without a hitch, and participants went back to their corners of the world with nothing but praise on their lips for this beautiful Midwest gem called Sioux Falls. This day in Sioux Falls history has been brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-310-5831. 800-310-5831. That's 800-310-5831.